everybody, my name's Steve SCHNEE, and welcome to We're All Elvis. Essentially, We're All Elvis is me talking about my thoughts on Elvis Presley. I may have a top 10 list of his movie songs or a top 10 list of his Memphis recordings, but basically it's just going to be me sharing my love of Elvis and his music with you. Now, I may not share the same opinions as you, but I hope that you respect mine just as much as I respect yours. I'll be making these shows sporadically over time and sharing my thoughts and feelings about Elvis with you, as well as my collection of Elvis music. I hope that you enjoy this series, because you and me, we're alike, because we're all Elvis. Hi, welcome to the first episode of We're All Elvis. I just basically wanted to throw this show together. I mean, I've made over 300 videos, and I've not really talked about Elvis that much, because there's so many people out there who know more about Elvis and who have more Elvis CDs, LPs, vinyl, collectibles, and I was just feeling like, I can't do that. But you know what? I'm not getting any younger, and I decided, let me share my love of Elvis and just see what happens. See if I connect with people. Hopefully I don't anger anybody. But, my whole memory of Elvis is, going back, growing up. I was born in 1963, and as I grew up, of course, I knew who Elvis was through songs on the radio, and then summertime, we'd sit in front of the TV set, and we'd be watching Elvis movies, and, really digging those. And, I remember, things like In the Ghetto and Suspicious Minds, those being really popular. And then my first Elvis record that I actually ever owned, I got for my 9th birthday, October 1972, and that was the Burning Love single. Every time I hear that song, it just blows my mind. It just takes me right back to my 9-year-old self, and really just loving the cowbell and everything about that song. It's just absolutely amazing. And it was either before or after that, my dad took my brother and I to see Elvis on tour at the theater. So, I was fully into the whole Elvis thing. We might have gone to see That's the Way It Is at the drive-in with my folks when I was younger, but I just have no memory of that, but definitely have a memory of seeing Elvis on tour. The funny thing about that was, being a 9-year-old kid, I just wanted to see Elvis get up there and play. And during that whole gospel segment, oh my gosh, it just seemed to go on forever. Holy moly, come on, just get back on stage and sing. Quit with this gospel music. I was 9 years old. I was a kid. It seemed like that was 35, 40 minutes of just sheer boredom. And of course, when I go back and look at it now, it's one of my favorite segments of the movie, and it's just not long enough. And of course, I knew where I was when I heard that Elvis had died in 1977. I won't go into that story, but I will tell you that at that point, my interest in Elvis was rejuvenated. This is the only time that's happened, when an artist's death has affected me and inspired me to go out and get all the records. Now, back then, when Elvis died, I was 13 going on 14, so I didn't have a lot of money, so we would have to go to Zodi's and department stores and go through their budget bins and find the old Pickwick records. So my first Elvis albums were things like I Got Lucky and Come On Everybody and Let's Be Friends, things like that. So I'm hearing these great later period Elvis songs, 69 to 72 period Elvis songs, but I'm also hearing the soundtrack stuff. And then, as I got older, started to buy, Moody Blue and From Elvis Presley Boulevard, and then go back and start collecting all the albums. And of course the CDs, the CD box sets, the Follow That Dream. Now along the line, I've actually had to unload a lot of my Elvis CDs because of financial reasons. Lately I've been slowly trying to get one piece here, one piece there, just get all those CDs back in my collection. Now, regular CDs I'm fine with. It's the Follow That Dream titles that I'm, searching for and, replacing one by one. But there's such a magic in Elvis's voice. I think that a lot of the stuff that Elvis did has just been totally overlooked because people just laugh at the movie stuff. People laugh at the jumpsuit. But you know what? There's so much more to Elvis's music than what sort of non-fans or, fans on the outskirts think. There's so much depth. So many great songs. Even during the soundtrack years. Now, I'm not going to go into personal things about Elvis's life on this series. I'm just going to talk about the music and my favorite music, how it affected me, and hopefully you will be able to connect with a lot of those thoughts. And maybe you won't. I'm not an Elvis sycophant, and I don't love everything, but I love most of it. And there are things that might leave you scratching your head and going, what? How come he doesn't like that? Or how come he feels this way? But that's the reason why I wanted to make these videos. Like I said, I'm not getting any younger. I just want to share this excitement that I've been holding in all this time. I love tons of music, but Elvis is really my favorite vocalist. And of course, I'm going to be cliche. It's the Beatles and Elvis with me right here. I don't always listen to the Beatles, and I don't always listen to Elvis. I listen to tons of other stuff, but really it all goes back to, what is it that I connect with, and what is it that I still have such crazy passion for. And of course, Beatles and Elvis were always going to be there. I hope that you enjoy some of the stuff that I do. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for sitting through this video, and I hope that you come back for more Elvis and more other fun stuff here on the SCHNEE channel on YouTube. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell for future notifications. And remember me, I'm SCHNEE, the CD Junkie. Well, that's it with this episode of We're All Elvis. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back next time. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, my name is SCHNEE, the CD Junkie.